Shalom Alechem and Baruchim Habayim. Moshe Langado here speaking under the auspices of Kollel, Baruch Avat Yisrael in Southern California, and Sha'rei Tziyon in Brooklyn, New York. This week, Parshat Vayetchanan, and also what we call Shabbat Nachamu. Shabbat Nachamu consoles us, for we have just finished the fast day of Tisha B'Av, which we cried, broken-hearted, about this bitter exile, the destruction of the temple over 1,950 years. And we ask for consolation. Ask for the day when the temple will be rebuilt. That when we will be able to enter into the Holy Land in peace and serenity. My friends, Vayetchanan also starts with the request of going into Eretz Yisrael. Who requested? None other than Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, our teacher. He cries to God, and our sages tell us 515 prayers were given. And still the answer was a resounding no, you will not enter. What seems strange is that Yosef HaTzadik, who was the viceroy of Egypt, who lived the majority of a life in Eretz Mitzrayim, in the land of Egypt, when he died, he asked, please remove my bones and take them and bear them in Eretz Yisrael. And his request was followed. He would be buried in Eretz Yisrael. His kivurah would be in the city of Shechem. While Moses, who shouldered so much of the difficulties of Klal Yisrael for 40 years, protecting them, and he was not able, nor his bones, to enter Eretz Yisrael. He was buried outside on a lonely mountaintop. And maybe I can offer a little bit of an answer. Yosef, when he was a young man and he entered into Egypt, he always called himself the Ivri, the Jew, the one who was from Abraham. He did not identify with the Egyptians. Even when he stood at the court of Pharaoh, wearing the garb of the viceroy, Ivri Anochi, he was the Jew. While Moses, when he ran away from Egypt, and he saved the daughters of Jethro at that well, the girls went back home to speak to their father Yitro. And he said, why are you so early? He said, an Egyptian man saved us. His outer dress, his outer appearance looked like an Egyptian. He did not convey that he was an Ivri. When it came time to go into Eretz Yisrael, the man who identified with Eretz Yisrael, who identified with being a Jew his whole life, he would be able to come in. While Moses, who even though he truly identified as a Jew, but his outer appearance gave him away, that he looked like an Egyptian, he would not be able to enter. My friends, let us realize that we have an allegiance to what? To being Jewish, to being the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and that our land is the land of Eretz Yisrael. That is the land where we should be. Yes, there are reasons, willy-nilly reasons sometimes, why we live in foreign lands, be it in America, be it in France, be it all over the world. But we should realize where really is our home. Our home is Eretz Yisrael. We Sfardim, the last psalm, the last poem we read before the end of the fast, Tisha B'Av, specifically for Tisha B'Av, was a Shir HaMalot, Psalm 126, Kuf Chaf Vav. And there it talks about our belief, our faith, that we will one day come back to Zion joyfully. And it tells us something at the end. Besides coming to Zion, with joy and anticipation, it has a pasuk which is so beautiful, that those who sow, who plow with tears, they will reap with joy. Let the tears, the broken heart which we had on Tisha B'Av, let it be, as David says, those who sow in tears, and may we very soon, very quickly, be able to reap in joy. May we all be able, all Jews, hold hands together and go back home with Mashiach Tzidkenu. Shabbat Shalom.